What's up guys, Mo here and welcome to my Q&A answer video. I first want to apologize for the cars, it's quite early in the morning and I'm doing this before I go to class. Secondly, the order I plan to do this in is I'll read the person's name and then I'll read the question and answer it. So let's start. First question is from J$1. Who's your least favorite anime character and why? I don't really have a least favorite. Like, I sympathize with quite a lot of them, really. Like, I don't know why. I never have a least favorite. But if I had to choose, I'd say from the recent Erased episodes, what's her name? I don't know her name, but the mother of the little girl. She is just, she's so annoying. But yeah, that's the only thing I can think of as of now. Sorry about that. Next question is by Anime Showtime. What's my dream job? I never really thought about it. I'm just going through what I'm going through right now. I chose engineering because that's the one thing that I know will be stable in the future. Because all this technology is coming out, so engineering's the only. Well, it sounds like the only stable thing alongside lawyers and doctors. I'm not sure what else, so don't judge me. Faoud El Abassi says, would you please continue making top ending of seasons, and why did you stop? I stopped mostly because I don't have time for them, to be honest. I really just don't. Like, well, I didn't have time for this season anyway. On the full season, I didn't make one because I was planning to make a 2015 one, which got taken down. Well, I took it down because it got claimed. But yeah, I didn't make one for the winter season because I didn't really listen to any. Yeah, that was the only reason. I'll try to continue it in spring because spring looks like it's going to be a great season. Hopefully, great openings. Sabrina C asks, if you had $1 million, what would you do now? In hindsight, that isn't really that much, is it? If you think about it. $1 million, assuming I live on a low budget of £30,000 a year, it won't be that much. It can only last me for like oh, actually that is quite a lot. Well, no, 30 years isn't that much. I'll be 50. Nah, it's not much, But if I had that, I don't know. I don't really need to buy anything. That's the problem. I guess I'll take a trip somewhere. I don't know. I never really thought about these kind of things. It's kind of weird, huh? These questions just make you know about yourself, don't they? But yeah, that one anime fan he asks, who's my favorite lolly? Lolly. Actually, no. And the second question asks, who's your best girl of Monogatari? See, these two I can answer at the same time because it's Hachuki. it's Hachuki. Worst girl of Monogatari. There isn't really one, is there? I like them all. That's the problem. I don't hate anyone in Monogatari, which is weird. But yeah, Shinadu Akimu. Yeah, sorry if I read that wrong. How I got into anime. So I put this on my Mal page. I remember I was watching Netflix with a few friends, and we came across this anime film. It was Haruki, Disappearance of Haruki, and I just wanted to watch it because there was nothing else to watch. So I said, why don't we give this a try? And so we gave it a try, right? And this is me having no knowledge about anime or anything. Like, I thought it was just cartoons, until I heard the Japanese, and I was like, oh, is this what anime is? And before that, my mindset was anime is just, it's all Dragon Ball Z. That's what I thought, because that's what I've been led to believe, Like, here, we don't have Dragon Ball Z, we don't have Yu Yu Hakusho. I think the only anime we had was Inazuma 11. And that's the only one I can remember. And because we used to have, like, Jetix. I was more of a Cartoon Network kind of guy with Samurai Jack, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and Johnny Bravo. But, yeah, that's how I got into anime. And then after I watched Haruhi Suzuki, I straight away, after we left, I went back home. and I started marathoning the series. You know, like I even sat through the what's it called, the Pointless Eight or something. I sat through all those just because I loved it that much, and that was my first anime movie and TV series. And after that, I started watching the rest. I'm grateful for that now, of course. So you see, Netflix is like, it's just something great, because it's like Netflix itself right now got me into watching Korean drama, and I know people say it's shit, but it's like, it's something new and it's just really enjoyable. It's like Netflix is just amazing, I love Netflix, and the originals are the best. There's also an original anime coming out soon by Production IG. Hyped. What are your top 5 favorite anime genres? Asked by Flaming Water. Well, it really depends on the studio. Like Slice of Life, I really like. Any studio could do that. It's fine. Sports, that's a given. I want to say mecha, but the problem with mecha is that there aren't any studios that could do a proper mecha, which is kind of annoying. Like, mecha only really revolves around Gundam for me, and the occasional Sidonia. Obviously Gurren Lagann, but I'm talking about more this time frame. There are only certain studios that could do mecha probably. Bones, they proved that they can animate mecha probably. Captain Earth was pure shit, but animation was gorgeous. Sunrise is obvious. Exebek, that's another studio that could do mecha. If it's something by them, I'll watch it. Action, that's obviously a given, because it's just there. It's just thrilling. And for the last genre, I don't really know, to be honest. I want to say romance, but that's I'm not feeling that. I'd say fantasy or supernatural. One of those two, because those two there's a huge world to build on. Romance gets kind of dull, when you've seen quite a lot of them. It's just that you start to know the formula, and it's and you get the occasional one that they start going out in the second episode or something. But yeah, that was it. Sam Gill asks, what is the meaning of life? You're asking the wrong guy. So Josh Padley asks, what is your favorite anime and why, and what got you into anime, and what does anime mean to you? Like, how has it influenced your life in such a way? A way that you made a YouTube channel for it. So I'm also glad that you have this channel. I love your main one, and I felt like I don't know the guy behind it all, and I'll sorry, my screen's kind of small. I'd love to hear your opinions on what you think about anime, and you have similar taste in me, as you have similar taste in me. So I said I go into anime because of Netflix, but like it has. I want to say it has influenced my life, but I don't really notice. Like, I guess I've become more of a open person, Like, I used to hate certain type of things, but after giving them a try, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Hell, even some of them I liked. I guess it just opened me up more, I used to be like, what do you call it? I used to have like a secluded a secluded mind. Like, there were things that I knew that I had to hate, so I started hating them. But then after anime, I guess I've opened up quite a lot, Also, I've met a lot of people that like anime. It's fun, talking to people that have a similar interest to you. Like, I never liked watching football or anything. Well, I liked watching rugby, but that's just me. So I don't really have anything to talk about, and I started anime only like 3-4 years ago, so it wasn't even that long ago. But yeah. As for a channel, I was actually inspired by well, back then there were only 2 people that were doing anime openings. It was Best Anime Tops and Liam something, I don't know, Liam 2014. He still makes them. I was inspired by them, and then I thought, okay, if these guys are doing opening rankings, so why can't I use the openings to rank the anime? So I believe I was one of the first, if not the first, to start ranking that way. And yeah, it just felt like, because people didn't have time, to sit through or to search, or people just wanted suggestions, on what to watch. And back then, I didn't even know there was anime seasons. So I wasn't even watching seasonal shows. I was trying to I was just watching shows that I was binging because when you start something new, you just want to push through, like see what you can get out of it. So I was just recommending those type of shows, and I think my first video, I had 3-4 anime channels over my career before I made Top Anime Weekly. I had one called Anime Ranks, which I used to upload PVs. That got taken down eventually because of I don't know. I think it was anime opening. I think it was Naruto or something. Second one was the Anime Ranks, which is still on. That's when I first started experimenting, about some things. Started experimenting about a certain amount of rankings. I remember I made a top 5 anime openings video of spring or something, and I used the full 1 minute 30 for each one. It's still up there. That's what's surprising. I'll link that in the description, which was pretty surprising. Then I have random anime vids, which some of you would probably know if you watched the top One Piece video. That one was just for random videos in case I didn't have thing. And before I started all this anime thing, I used to have a channel called V-Syncify, and that's when I used to edit Call of Duty, and I was good at that for the time. That was 2 years ago. I guess that's where I got my editing skills from, because back then I was more of a gamer, I really loved, I didn't really like playing games. I loved editing them because I had this idea of becoming a graphics designer. And I really loved editing them, I loved using the style, this the syncing, the effects, the everything. It just it really calms you down. And I used to set this goal for myself, every time somebody requested an edit, these are all those clans and everything back then. Every time they requested it, I'll get it done within that same day. That was my motto. Because I wanted to show that I wanted to see how much I can do in a short span of time, and it worked out pretty well. I remember I started off pretty bad, and most of those videos are unlisted right now on the channel. But I'll link that channel as well. Most of them are pretty bad, but the most recent ones I'm really proud of, because I felt like I've somehow mixed efficiency and quality together to make something really good. But I gave up on that because it was getting me nowhere. I was editing for over a year, and I barely had 300 subs. And of course I got introduced to anime 2 or 3 weeks before before I stopped gaming. So it's really influenced my life. If I didn't meet anime, I'll still probably be playing games or something. I don't know. God, what a good question that was. Miguel Ramirez asks top 5 underrated anime that you can recommend. I don't really know, to be honest. Some of these I don't really know off my heart, but give me a second. Let me open up a notepad. Okay. I'll try to do one from each genre. Sports, Giant Killing. It's a football. It's a football anime. Really good, to be honest. It's just read the synopsis, because I don't want to make this video any longer than it is. I recommend. They're mostly sports, but you should give Ping Pong the animation a try. It's less about ping pong and more about a coming of age story, which is really good. Sci-fi, Shinseki Yori Planetes. I might as well just go through all of them, to be honest. So Shinseki Yori Planetes, Outlaw Star, that's a pretty good one, I think. Ghost Hound's pretty interesting. I haven't gotten the time to finish it yet, but I plan to. Seinen, Moryu no Hako, is that how you say it? Yeah, that one. Obviously Mushishi. I'm just going off topic, but there are a lot of underrated series. Oh yeah, actually, just go to my channel and check the underrated series parts. I think I have up to part 4. You should give that a try. Some of them aren't underrated now because, well, it was because of me. Yeah. I'm not sure why, but some of them aren't underrated anymore. They're underrated in the video's time. So, Not a Shrimp asks, if you had to pick to watch One Piece, Naruto, Fairy Tail, Bleach. Which one do you pick? You see, now I've watched all of them, and my favorite by far is One Piece. Like, One Piece in general is my favorite anime. Like, my favorite franchise, I guess. Because One Piece was the first show I marathoned, long ways. And I remember I watched I think it was like 580 episodes at the time, in a span of 3 months, and it was such a great journey. Like, I sat through every episode. Obviously I skipped the openings because well, not the openings, I skipped the where it does that previously on One Piece, and it just takes a good 2-3 minutes to finish, and I skipped that. It had so much like feelings, like I even now, like I go on the occasional One Piece in 10-minute video, One Piece in 30 minutes, and I watch it all, and it's like, it's so wonderful. It's such a great series. You all need to just give it a try. Naruto I really liked, except for the filler. The filler really ruined that show for me. Like, it's such a great show. Like, it's not like a really top quality show, but for a long running show, it's really good. It's just the filler. Same thing with Bleach, same studio, but I think the studios put more effort into Bleach because it was more popular. Because you could really tell in the animation difference. Like, Bleach had top quality animation for its time, especially in that final arc. When he got his powers back or something. So yeah, I recommend One Piece. Fairy Tail, I don't like the new season at all, whatsoever. First episode of the 2014 series was perfect. All this quality animation, and then all just went downhill in the second episode, which is disappointing, really. Which is really disappointing. The first season of Fairy Tail I really enjoyed. I wouldn't say it was good, but it was really entertaining. Just seeing all those fights, all those feelings, Nakama, something, I don't know. If I had to rank them in order, I'd say One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, Fairy Tail. That's the order I like it in. Max Mizel asks, how do you find out early release dates for animes? If you go to a website, which I'll link again, called livechart.me, that's where I get all my upcoming videos, because I like it because it has, under each section, there's a box for my anime list page, the anime database page, even the PV link, which really helps compared to websites like AniChart. It seems like a lot more people are using LiveChart as well, which I'm happy about. I hope they succeed. It's just like it's more comfortable, I guess. It's a simple layout. If you want to click the PV, you press the play button. If you want to go to my anime list page to add it to your list, press my anime list and add it right there. So it's a really wonderful site that I recommend everyone use. A person asks, have you played any games? If so, which ones? Well, I have bought quite a lot of games, but I haven't played them that much. Like, I bought Fallout 4, which I've played for 2 hours and I haven't had the time since. I bought the latest Naruto Ninja Storm, which I still haven't played. The only thing I played to release stress is Battlefield 4, because I know, but I love that thrill, just try harding so hard just to win something. It's so good. Other games I have, sorry, let me just quickly check. I don't really, there's a lot I want to buy, like that new Cyberpunk dinosaur one, which sounds pretty good. I have the Uncharted Drake's collection, which I'm halfway through. The second campaign, I think. Infamous Second Son. A bunch of other games that I don't know where I put. But yeah, I think that's the thing. Fire for the Win asks, who is best girl? Going Nisekoi terms, it's Chitoge. And I know that triggers a lot of people, but it's just so fun, Like, I remember Energy Pants. I remember I had an argument with him over this. Like, I don't understand why people choose Onodera. Like, she's just a side character. We all know it's not gonna happen. Just get over it, I would laugh if the manga just ended and they said it was Onodera's best girl. But I won't take it back. It should be Chitoge. 777 Joseph asks, best and worst MMORPG anime. I don't know. There isn't really a bad one. Even for Sword Art Online, I really enjoyed that. Sword Art Online, I enjoyed the first arc. The second arc was I didn't like that much because it was fairy. But Sword Art Online's second season, I really enjoy compared to the first. There isn't really a worst one. Like I haven't even seen Hackdot. So I guess if I had to choose, it would be something old that I haven't seen because Lock Horizon first season was great. Second season was a complete letdown. Between episodes, I think 6 and 22 or 20 I think. Because it just didn't focus on the main character. It focused on side characters that I had no interest in whatsoever. I didn't care about the little kids. Okay. Rockhouse Man asks, flat lollies, justice, or boob lollies? Shit. No lollies. Lollies, no. I can't take lollies. Lollies just, I feel like they ruin an anime, unless they're justified. But I don't want to see a lolly teacher, I don't care about that shit. If I see something like that, I lose just straight interest in the show. I lose any interest if lollies are used for no apparent reason, Intangible Gaming, returning show of the season, as in sequels. Now this one's pretty hard. Like Gate's getting really, really good. So is Assassination Classroom. But yeah, I guess Gate is the top. But I think Durarara takes it because Durarara is finally concluding itself. After sitting through X show and X2 show and X10. This one's just picking everything up, all the little loose ends that you didn't know about, they're getting tied together, and it's building up to like a really great finale right now. It's one of the few shows that I keep up with weekly, every Saturday. I watch it Saturday night or Sunday morning. But it's a really good show and I recommend it. Give me a second. Takanashi Rika asks, who are your favorite anime characters? I guess Ippo from Hajime no Ippo. I really like Tatsuya from Mahoka because that domination. I can't get it from my head. Basically the protagonists of my favorite show. I guess that's what it is, and that's all it is. Because I think of them as my favorite show because I grew to love those characters, Fabulous Piggy. Oh god, I love these names. First question: what is your favorite anime of the season? Right now, it's obviously Erased, but Konosubarashi. Is that what you say? Is that how you say it? That show is really becoming one of my favorites. It's just so funny. Every Wednesday, I never miss that show. It's a classic. Like, I feel like Erased can just go downhill all in one go. If they made one mistake, it's all gone. There's no taking it back. Which is why I'm worried that it's my favorite show of this season. Arjun's up there, but I'm only on episode 3 because I heard watching the movie was better, which I haven't really had time to schedule yet. Something about censoring, I believe it was, but I'll catch up to Arjun soon. I'll catch up to all of them. Well, the ones I want to watch. Have you seen Noblesse Awakening? If you have, what do you think of it? Noblesse was, I think, my first Korean manga that I read. I'm on chapter 514, I think. Anime-wise, animation, I couldn't really see it that well because the quality wasn't that good. It was it felt like 480p quality. But I'm just imagining. But if it was 1080p, I believe they did a really good job. It was rushed to shit. Like I know it was rushed. That's just pretty obvious. But the animation itself was so good. Just seeing one of them, like I want to say manhwa that you thought that would never get animated gets animated into a 30-minute special by Production IG, nonetheless. Like, it's just something, you'd love it even if you didn't like it. That's what it feels like to me. Flying Dunsparce asks, what do you like more, modern or older anime style? I'll do this one by one. If I had to choose, I would say modern, because I'm more of a modern person. Older anime, I enjoy it, but they get repetitive. It's the same cliches as we have now. It's a like they have certain cliches that they did back then that modern anime doesn't do now. But you know, modern anime has its own cliches. But the older anime cliches were kind of annoying compared to now. And yeah, I can get elitist saying, but older anime is a classic. I don't give a shit, okay? Like, I still like them, but if I had to choose between older and modern, I would go modern because it's more stuff that I like, you know? Like, I'm only 19 years old, so I'm not even that old. I didn't even know anime existed when I was younger. Except for Pokemon and Digimon. God, I love those so much. Second question: what is your favorite anime studio? I would say Madhouse. Yeah, it has to be Madhouse. Like, but Madhouse recently hasn't been doing anything. Well, they have the One Punch Man, Mahoko. But yeah, I have no idea what my favorite anime studio is. I guess it's Madhouse for now, but Bones is really creeping up there, you know, like, damn, it's like they have 7 shows coming out this year alone. It's like just like 2 years ago they were only doing 1 or 2 shows a year with Space Dandy and Captain Earth, and now they're doing 7. But their quality is top quality, you know. I hope they really do Academia justice. But yeah, what is your favorite Japanese band and singer? The one I listen to the most on my phone, I guess, is Nico Touches the Wall. Yeah, I don't know. Nico Touches the Wall and Kanaboon. Kanaboon's more recent because I didn't know they made so many like songs. But those two, like, they just have harmony, you know, I guess. Okay, so this one's a long one by Jemima Tabitha. So 4 questions. Okay, I'll go one more. When people commented on your video, why does it seem like you only answer the ones that have unique popular questions in the discussions? As you know, like, my videos are scheduled, so I'm rarely there when they're uploaded. When they're scheduled, I on my phone, I go on Facebook, post it on, you know, my page with the phone. But I reply to the popular ones because they're at the top. So if I reply to them, people will know that I replied to that question, so they don't need to post their own questions. That's what I believe. And I try to answer the ones that I don't see, but I rarely go through all the comments because there's too much, and most of them are just complaining about what order I had this stuff in, or why is this certain, I'm going off recent videos, but why is this anime openings here and why is this there, you know. I don't want to hurt my feelings, but okay, I'll try to reply to more. But if they're questions that are pretty obvious, like, what's your intro song, which I've answered like God knows how many times, I'm not gonna bother replying to those, because even if I reply, they're just gonna keep coming. It's not really anything. It seems like you like action, supernatural, horror stuff. Why is that? That's so obvious. Uploading upcoming anime. So upcoming anime itself aren't ranked. I upload them. I try to keep the ones that are together. You know, like if there's a bunch of romance anime, I keep them together, so people know that, you know, that's all the romance there. If there's a bunch of action, they're all together. And I put action in top because they usually have better PVs than to romance. That's the only way, but they're not ranked at all. It says top, but those are just all the shows I want to watch as a compilation. I think I mentioned this in your 2004 awards video. Why suddenly put the square bracket, I don't know what you call them, sign on your video titles template. I put those there because they look better. Like, so I have the title like best, or the anime title like I'm just trying, like, One Punch Man. I put onto the brackets the Studio Madhouse. Those brackets are there to let you know extra information, you know. Plus it just look nice. Like, I like them restricted, you know. This next question feels like it's been held on for quite a long time, which I'm sorry about that. On your awards video, you said that you can't put one anime on 2 nominations, but your 2014 winner version, you placed Nagi no Asakara in Best Drama and Romance. So okay, about this, yeah, and I didn't put Best Military Seinen School. Okay, suddenly, okay. So I'll answer the first part of the question. So 2015 or 2014 awards was supposed to be with Best Anime Tops. That, and he didn't want to do it midway, so I was left with doing I was left with finishing off the nominations and doing the awards. That's why there was like a month or two gap between them, because I had to edit them all on my own. So that was rushed to shit, and the list itself was made by both of us, so we didn't have time to double check it, which was the problem really. 2015, there were no duplicates. I definitely know that because I rearranged that list so many times. And okay, second half of the question: why I add best military seinen in school? In the winners version, I always add the genres that don't have that many anime, because when I do the usual ones for nominations, they have to have at least 4. And if I put like One Punch Man in action, I can't put it in comedy or seinen or anything else, so it's restricted. I want to do it once so I can get the most out of everything. That's what I have in my mind when I'm doing these kind of things. So when it comes to winners, like if there's an obvious one, like for best seinen, like it's if I nominated Yuri Kuma for drama, I can't put it in seinen, so the only seinen I had left was Gangster. So I add in all the ones that are left over in case people still want to know what it was, you know. Dry throat. So Draco Hearts, top 5 anime recommendations. Hajime no Ippo. I think people just need to watch it in general just to get a feel for those kind of shows. Mushishi, Tatami Galaxy, Space Brothers. That's something that needs to be watched. I'm trying to not list the obvious here, so. You know, I have actually no idea what to say for that last one. Let me check my profile. Yeah, I told you this was a raw version, so. And Ping Pong the animation, I guess. Yeah. Oh. Opinions on Gangster, since I really thought it was good, but everyone else seems to terrible anime. You see, I really liked the beginning of that show. You know, it seemed like it knew what it was doing, but then the second half was a complete mess with that unnecessary war. You know, they couldn't control the fact that they had superhumans for soldiers. You know, I felt like they didn't know where the hell they were going. And I know that isn't the manga's fault because the studio itself was doing terribly. The manga itself, I heard that they skipped a bunch of stuff from the manga, which might explain the direction. And the ending was kind of terrible. You don't end an anime like that at all. You just don't. Because, first thing, the studio went bankrupt. You know, there's like, we're never going to see a sequel to Gangster ever again. Okay, third question. What direction you plan to take in your channel? It's a top channel. I plan to upload tops, but I plan to... I want to do something like what I'm thinking now is if you see my videos, there's a Tor logo. I'm thinking that I want to link, I want to put like a paste bin thing, and so let's say I do a top 10 anime of 2015. I want to do a paste bin where I write what I think about them. You know, like if I have erased, like it has really good animation, but sometimes the music for the drama is used unnecessarily because, you know, that scene doesn't need impact. Stuff like that, you know. I can write the bad, the good, and let you decide on what to choose. What's the worst anime you have ever seen and why? I don't really watch any worst anime. I stay clear of Pupa. The only, I guess the one that I had high expectations for and really let me down was Captain Earth. Yeah, it was just cliche and boring. They didn't try anything with it, which was a waste because the animation was so beautiful. Yeah, I have suffered against Captain Earth today, which is something. Queen Yana asks, maybe what's your top 5 animes? Top 5, going off the top of my head. Ippo, Mushishi, Tatami Galaxy, Ping Pong the animation, Full Metal Alchemist, in no order because I'm just going off my head. And the last question, the Scale anime. Which anime started getting you into anime? Which I've said, Haruhi Suzuki, the disappearance of Haruhi Suzuki. And with that concludes this Q&A. Thank you for listening. It's quite a long video, isn't it? Wow. I might put timestamps, but that's too much. So thank you for listening. didn't expect it to be this long. I thought, short questions, short answers, but guess I was wrong. Yeah, I really hope you enjoy this channel because just give me. I think you should give me ideas on what to do on this channel. Like, do you want me to talk about certain anime? I'll be doing first impressions, mid-season impressions, and final impressions of all the anime in the season. So I think the next video will be my winter 2016 impressions. In a week or two's time after I catch up. So thanks for subscribing to this channel. I really hope you enjoy it. I'll do one of these Q&A videos again in half a year or so. Yeah, I guess so. So thank you, and I'll see you next time, I guess.